In the huge Brazilian territory, words often carry different meanings. One of them is whim, a word that can be interpreted in different ways in different parts of the country. In some regions, to be caprichoso is synonymous with determination and will, where the person is full of energy to carry out their tasks. On the other hand, in other locations, capriccio means doing the best possible within the present conditions. It is important to highlight that the whim is not something innate, that we are born with this characteristic naturally, but rather a quality that can be developed over time. Meet Pedro, a businessman who always travels to different places for work. Pedro lives alone, and even on his days off, when he wakes up, he immediately goes to the bathroom, brushes his teeth, takes a shower and combs his hair. Even if he is not going to leave at that time, he is also away from his family and friends. But why does he do this personal care routine if no one is seeing if he is disheveled or not? If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to the channel to receive all the valuable content we are preparing for you. Have you ever wondered about the hidden power of capriccio? This simple word with two different meanings hides a fascinating journey that traverses regions and challenges. Today we invite you to explore that journey and discover how a single spark can lead to personal transformation. Our brave firefighters remind us every day. No fire starts big, every flame, every spark has the potential to become something bigger. In the same way, whim can be that spark in our lives. It seems something banal, isn't it? Washing dishes is something we all do, but in the midst of the rush of life, how much importance do we give to this act? The truth is that whim can be hidden in the small actions of everyday life. Imagine this scenario: you leave home early, in a hurry for an important appointment. In the run you eat, but leave the dirty dishes in the sink. Night comes, you come home tired and eager to rest. Some of us would walk past the sink without paying much attention to dirty dishes. After all, the day has been hectic and exhaustion makes us ignore these details. No one is watching. Tomorrow I wash, I spend the night. In the morning you wake up to go to work, look at the sink and soon think, wow, why didn't I wash the dishes yesterday? Now it's too cold to put my hands in the water, I'll wash them in the afternoon. Then you put a few more plates on and leave it for later again. But what if you were one of those who just couldn't get through it without taking action? Oh, and the funniest thing is, there are even people who, believe it or not, claim to like doing the dishes. And no, they don't have problems, but a slightly higher sense of whim for them. The sight of the pile of dirty plates and cutlery is like a spark that ignites a spark within them. They feel an almost irresistible urge to act, no matter how tired they are. Whim pushes them to grab a detergent sponge and start. These people can even remind themselves, if I don't wash it now, tomorrow will be even worse. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong, it can happen when you're tired. No one should act like they are a slave to housework. But what I mean, sometimes we get used to the sloppiness with the lack, and it takes us away from what really matters. And what's worse, over time, this lack of zeal becomes normal for us, and this lack of zeal becomes normal for us. So while some of us could put off the task, these people wouldn't make it. That's the magic of the caprice. It's like an internal voice says that taking care of the present is planting seeds for a lighter and more satisfying tomorrow. By leaving a dirty dish in the sink, we're not just talking about dishes, we're talking about how we relate to each other. With small responsibilities, carefully, and especially with ourselves. It's in relationships, in the work environment, in the choices we make. Whim invites us to do our best, even when no one is looking. And in the condition we have, also make the bed. Some say, I'm going to sleep at night. Bed. Some say, I'm going to sleep at night. Again, so no problem. Say here in the comments, do you know anyone like this? But what if we choose to do it differently? And if you wash the dishes and make the bed? Or comb our hair, if we are in fact nurturing something inside us? Every action, every act of whim is like a drop that can create waves of transformation. As you wash the dishes, you go through a process. You start without enthusiasm, but little by little the whim takes over. And the result is a smile, a sense of accomplishment, even passing a cloth to finish. Imagine the impact WIM can have. Imagine a home for a company, a city where each person chooses to do their best. Where effort, consideration, and care are part of everyday life. It's a world that starts with a spark, and so this story invites us to reflect on the importance. To pay attention to details. Of choosing to do our best, even in the small actions of everyday life. It's a choice we can make every day. A choice that drives us to become better and create a more positive environment around us. And you? Are you willing to ignite the Caprice spark in your life? Think of the small actions that can bring big changes. And share this video with someone else.